See, when you say military-age male, that makes me think that you believe they're coming here to invade in a fight.
I think it's pretty obvious. And I think if you come down with your background, I'm not going to need to say a word. I'm just going to need to take the horse to water and be quiet and let you watch. But your feet are good. Your feet, well, not too bad. Kind of. ¿De dónde son?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Okay. They are taking over countries. Remember when the crazy people used to say that? Well, it turns out the crazy people were right. I used to think they were crazy. Now I just think they were smarter than I am. I mean, because they saw it. They saw this decades ago, that the UN was going to do this, and it always sounded crazy. And it's not, because they're clearly doing that to Panama.
Not smart enough to know who I am, but soon you're gonna know who I am.
How long have you said you've been going down there?
I started immediately after Biden was installed, and you saw how quickly they put up those fences. And the Border Patrol's like, wow, he's only been in office for 48 hours, and we're getting overwhelmed. And we were seeing it, right? And then we flew down to Colombia, and we went to the Darién Gap on the Colombian side. And then I started going to Panama constantly, because I'm like, this is it. This is where they're gonna run right up the middle.
This started out as camps with almost no infrastructure, no running water, none of that, and now camps that hold thousands of people.
Yeah, but they're more pass-through. They limp in from out of the jungle, except for the Chinese route, and they come in smiling a lot of times out of that route. Chinese have an ecosystem within the ecosystem. They come in their own pipeline.
So are you saying that the Chinese are sending their people down to South America, they're going through the Darién Gap, up Central America, and that's how they're infiltrating into the US?
So there's this one place, I'll wait for them to come walking out of the jungle. It's on the way to the China camp. So they're all walking by. And I'll say, ni hao, that sort of thing. And they're making video, and this one guy got quite angry. And he's, like, turn that off, turn that off. Get him calmed down. He was very angry. And he goes, I went to the Bahamas. I bought a boat from a Scotsman for $5,000. And as you know, there's a giant Chinese embassy in Bahamas. They were deporting him to China, connected in Cuba. This is what he told us. And he then changed his flight and went to Quito, Ecuador, because Chinese can get through Quito. Then he took the China route, and we intercepted him as he came out of the jungle. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing he was MSS, Ministry of State Security, their CIA. I'm just guessing, I don't know. I always go to libraries. I always go to museums. Always watch your enemy's information game. Some of it was kinetic, but mostly it was demographic, right? Mostly demographic warfare.